the Modern Warfare 3 beta has landed. Now, Spence, you pre-ordered the game, so you managed to get 2 extra days full of playtime than I didn't have. So I'm going to come to you first. What are your thoughts after playing the Modern Warfare 3 beta? Can you talk through the maps that you played, kind of different modes, and just your overall thoughts?
Hell yeah, brother. So as much as I pre-ordered, I technically had 2 days earlier access. I didn't really utilize it. So I played a little bit on day one. Day one was Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday, yeah.
Friday, yeah. So we were supposed to record the show, but we delayed so that we could play this and experience it. And then we went out Saturday. And then Sunday came and went. And now it's Monday. And I honestly haven't put as much time into it as I'd have liked. But I've put enough time into it to have an opinion on it. But it's all the old maps from Modern Warfare 2. The original Modern Warfare 2. There's no new maps in this beta. And as far as I know, there's none in the game at launch. It's all just old maps, but it's going to have all the old maps on launch. And the ones I got to play were Rust, I only played one game, Skid Row, Favela, and Estate. And let me tell you, oh, it's nice to be back. It is good to be back on those old maps. I do genuinely think I prefer the new Call of Duty map design to the old one. I don't like these maps as much as I liked some of the Modern Warfare 2 maps, the remake. But it's getting tricky with these names. I do think it plays well. The maps are good. They've all got they're fundamentally exactly the same, but they've got a brand new coat of paint on them and they look fantastic. We've got new guns, which are kind of just the same old guns, but they have different names now. Wow. So I've been using the MCW. God knows what gun that is, but it's an assault rifle, and now it's a laser beam. It feels great. Slide cancelling from Modern Warfare remake. You know, the not Call of Duty 11. It's really difficult to say, but outrageous. Slide cancelling was in that and in Warzone, and then it was gone, and now it's back again, and it's so smooth. The movement in this game is peng. And they've reworked the perk system from the last COD, so now it's like it used to be, except this equipment you actually wear. So you've got commando or scavenger gloves. You've got a different headset depending on like what ability you want or what perk you want. You've got different vest, which it's just your perks, but they've put it into something that makes a bit more sense, rather than it just being this ethereal ability that you somehow gain as a soldier. Now it's actually, that's a lightweight vest, so you can run a little bit longer than the other ones. Cheers, game. Thank you for that. You got ghost camo and stuff, but it's Call of Duty. You know what you're getting into with Call of Duty. This is just another one that's basically the old one, but new, with an old name. But it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Davey, mate, I've been going on. I'm going to pass it across to you. What's your thoughts? And I'm going to find out exactly what entry of Call of Duty this is.
Sure. Yeah, I'm a bit confused on this one, to be honest. I'll describe what I like. I think we'll start with what I like, and I'll go into what's kind of potential hang-ups for me. So the maps are great. Going back to some classic maps, going back to Favela, and especially with Favela, for some reason my mind just completely blanked out that map. I remember the campaign mission really well, did not remember the map. So it was kind of like a brand new experience, going back in and learning that. Whereas something like Rust or something like Estate, they kind of like just grind it into you over time. And so I did really enjoy and get a kick out of going back and getting that nostalgia fix. I love the minimap. So they got a classic style minimap in terms of if you are using a unsilenced weapon, you show up as a red dot on the minimap. If you silence your weapon, you don't show up. Makes perfect sense. It's great. It's just classic kind of COD through and through that for some reason they've kind of dipped away from the last few years. And so I really did enjoy that. The time to kill has been increased. So you no longer drop as fast as you do in Modern Warfare 2. It takes at least an extra 1 or 2 bullets to be able to down you. And it does give you a chance that now it's not just who sees first wins. It's not necessarily that. Depends if they get their shots on or not. But you do have an opportunity to turn around, jump maybe, and just pepper them full of bullets and win. And that feels great. That feels really, really good. The issues that I have with this game is that it feels like Modern Warfare 2.5. And I mean that in like every single level. Now, the original rumor for this was that it was supposed to be DLC. It feels like DLC to me. It really does. They've got the same UI as Modern Warfare 2. exactly the same UI, which is always just like, oh, okay, all right. So it feels like as if I'm not playing a new game. It feels like as if I'm just booting up the old one that I've only just moved myself away from. And so that's kind of putting me off a little bit. And also, the spawning is shit. The spawning is exactly the same shit system that they've used for the last few CODs now, and it's fucking pissing me off. Because these maps, and I think this is the reason why these maps aren't vibing with me as well as they used to in Modern Warfare 2, is because they're doing this same random bullshit squad spawning thing, so that if you're not around an enemy, someone will respawn on you. And it's like, oh, fuck's sake. It means that it's really hard to be able to play my style of COD, which is sneaking around and flanking. Because as soon as you start that, the spawns all swap. And it's like, for fuck's sake, like I've worked my way around to get round this team to get here, and now it's gone. I feel like just that simple change with the spawns has kind of taken away some of the magic that these maps had before back in the day. There's something there that's kind of destroyed a little bit. I mean, I'll have to see as we get onto things like Terminal and to High Rise and to the maps that I know really, really well to see if that stays true or not. But I can't quite shake that feeling that it doesn't feel quite right. And I can't really put my finger on what it is just yet. But something about it is not grabbing me the way I thought it would. And I think what's made it worse, Spence, is that you've been playing a lot of Apex lately. Going from Apex to this, I want to play Apex. I honestly just want to play Apex. I feel like it's much better in how it plays. I honestly am coming out of this and then thinking, oh, I really miss the momentum. I really miss the tactical, like, kind of conflicts that happen in Apex and how stressful it can get when you don't know if you're going to win the fight and it's 2-on-1 now and can you pull it off? Can your teammate come in for the save? I kind of miss all the nuance from that. And now I just feel like I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 again that I've only just stepped away from. I mean, and maybe it's a bit of an unfair comparison, but I mean that's how I'm feeling, Spence. You thinking I'm kind of out of left field with this one?
I wouldn't say you're out of left field, because I do agree with your points. I don't think there is much of a downside to me as they are to you. The spawn system's been buggered for years. I've kind of just accepted that that's the way it is. I've gotten over it, I suppose. But I also don't play the same way you play. I very much just run and gun. I just jump about the place. Well, I don't really jump. I do now with my DualSense Edge. But I just run around and just shoot people when I see them, rather than trying to be sneaky boy. I just get in there, nice and loud. But it is, I wouldn't even say it's Modern Warfare 2.5. I'd say it's Modern Warfare 1.5. It feels more like the original Modern Warfare, which we didn't actually gel with that much, because we played the hell out of the beta and then never touched the actual game. We bought it, were really excited, played it for about a week and never touched it again. And Modern Warfare 2 gripped us. It's kind of like they've mixed the two games. So it's the gameplay of Modern Warfare 1 with the UI and the systems of Modern Warfare 2. And it does feel like they are being really lazy about it. It's all the same engine as the last game. It's all the maps from the original Modern Warfare 2. There's no new maps. The zombies, you're just in a field. It feels like they've actually been really lazy with this game. And it's still Call of Duty, so it's great. But it does feel like a half step. And I will say this is actually Call of Duty number 23. It's been a lot. And that's mainline. No spin-offs.
Jeez. Now, guys, I'm going to interject here because I haven't actually found the time to be able to play this just yet, but I was relatively excited on the last episode when we were discussing it, and hearing your sort of feedback now slightly depressed me. You know, it was only last episode we were praising them for bringing this back. We were saying that they were listening to the community and they were giving us what we've always wanted to see in COD, and now you're saying that the execution isn't at that sort of higher echelon that we, I suppose, are used to. We've always been spoilt with COD because they have been so clinical with how they've delivered content. And now we've asked for something, they've given it us, but it's not at that same level. It's a disappointment. I'm really, really down about that, guys. Now, Davey, is there anything they can do to save it? That's the question. If you were the big boss at the top, what would you say?
I would say to myself, so I would come to 34-year-old me as head of Activision, and I would say, Davey, hang fire, mate. You bought that Homelander skin for 15 quid only a few months ago. You're going to be able to bring that in. You're going to be able to pick up your RPK, your Lachman sub, and they're going to work immediately. The guns that you vibe with to fuck. You're going to be able to come in and rinse some kiddies. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that having those guns that I love so much and putting them in the maps that I adore will make me overlook the shortcomings that I'm seeing at the moment. And it might be that, with more playtime, I've probably put about 4 hours, I think, of playtime in. So not a huge deal. Maybe a little bit more. I'll vibe even more with the spawning or with some of the complaints that I do have with it. And I'll be able to appreciate for what it does. But, I mean, am I going to play it when it comes out? Yeah, of course I am. It's fucking COD. And like Spence says, it plays really well. And it plays better than last year's COD in terms of, like, the movement's really nice. It's really nice. So we'll wait and see. If I can have a chance to play on High Rise over the next couple of days and they give me Terminal's enough for me to buy the game. That map's like one of the best maps ever made. I cannot wait to go in there, get in that cockpit, set up camp, and just start spraying people with an LMG, getting a nuke. That's the kind of shit I used to back in the day. It's coming back again. Claymore mines behind me, sitting in the front of that plane. You ain't getting me out, boys. I'm staying there for life. Can't wait. But I think, Phil, for yourself, I think it'd be worth you diving in and giving it a go while we got these open betas. We've got a couple of weekends on the bounce now of open betas. So you'll have opportunity to be able to find an hour or two and dive in and see what you think. With me and Spence kind of tempering your expectations a little bit here, you may go into it thinking, oh God, I might not like it, and then come out really surprised at just how well executed it is. So it could just be that we've been hyping this up for ourselves since we found out about Modern Warfare 2 maps coming in, that we're expecting them to have really delivered on every single level, when really we should have set our expectations with the rumours that were there before. But you'll have to give us your impressions on the next show.
I will do, mate. I'll be there. Let's do it on a Thursday. Let's find the time to get together. Let's not do the duo. Let's bring the triple. Let's all go together next Thursday night and we can give a refresh on this view, because I'm hearing a lot of negativity and I can't be having that with COD, guys. I'm going to save it for you.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.